Yes, people. What is going on? It's a bad day. It's a bad day. We just go ahead to the sponsors. Balori Manuki Shakidian LLP, based out of Encino, California, specializing in personal injury cases. Contact them today at 747-444-4444. That's 747-444-4444. Ike Ani Asha Sushan Fahe. They'll get you right. Hit them up today. The network is vast. Even if you're not in the state, contact them today to see what they could do for you, and they will do it big every time. Oh,
he froze up.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
He about to come back right now. Bye.
One at Man United.
That was crazy.
You froze. We didn't hear.
You froze up like a motherfucker. That shit was crazy.
How many of our panelists here were alive the last time Leeds won at Old Trafford?
I wasn't a fan yet, but I was alive.
You were alive, Cheese? Oh, yeah. I was born in 71.
Bro, wow. But thank you for that, Casey. Thank you.
I don't know. All right. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, just a little bit of trivia there for our elderly folks that we have here. Yes, people, welcome. Shouts to Snorlax, shouts Casey, shouts to Cheese, Brian, Ronaldo, and it is your boy. Didn't they beat us 2010 in the FA Cup? Was it at Old? It wasn't at Old Trafford, sir.
At Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford
is
the key phrase here.
I think it was at Trafford.
It was at Old Trafford. I remember
in the league.
Yeah,
in the league.
The FA Cup.
Yeah.
FA Cup though.
The cup was
In the league.
But still,
that's the key phrase.
That's a big record. That's a big tune.
What was it? 45? 42?
45 years.
81?
45 years.
1981.
And,
when Casey was in high school.
I was a toddler.
That's funny.
Wait, you said 91?
81.
81, yeah.
I was in first grade. I was in first grade.
I was in many grades.
You ain't that much older than me. Shut up.
I don't think my parents met yet. No.
Damn. Ronaldo wasn't even a hope or a dream yet. Wow.
Might be worse yet.
I still had 9 more years before I was born. At that
3
point.
more for me. Yeah.
But yeah, enough of senior citizen bashing. We have lost 2-1 to Leeds. This is actually the first time they've beaten us in a minute. They went back down. Bruno has scored 6 goals against them since they were up the last time. An assist today for him, making it 17 assists for him. 7 in open play. So anybody with that open play, it's just corners. You're just gonna shut the fuck up because you have how many assists do you have in the Premier League?
Where are your gold medals?
Yeah, 0. You have 0. So we're gonna talk about this game, man. I'm gonna say this, man. I think these guys are still in fucking Dublin. Like that first half was sham fucking bollock. Absolute terrible. And when I seen Ugarte was started, what did I say? 3-0 leads.
You did.
You sure did.
Leads. The winning percentage that we have when Ugarte starts a match is fucking abysmal. Let me just start with that there.
He wasn't the worst today, though.
He was one of the worst. He was one of
the fucking sucked.
He was up there for one of the worst. I don't even know what his we're gonna go into all the stats. I'm gonna look up all the stats. So I'm gonna get you guys' thoughts on the game. Go ahead and take it away. Oh, hold on. Let me read some comments real quick. Cheese says, "Shite. We weren't playing with spirit and passion." Says Casey. Big up, real Greg B. Thanks for joining us again, bro. What was that first half? He says. Snorlax says, "I wasn't even conceived." Yeah, me neither. Real Greg B again. Damn, 1981. I wasn't even born yet. Shouts to all the non-senior citizens still paying for full price for their meals. Okay, in the league, it's been a while. Yeah, no, you were right. You were right. It's just that's what was the starting point of it. That actually kind of blew my mind a little bit today. Didn't they beat us 2010 FA Cup? There you go. LOL, you were alive. You thought I was alive during? You think I'm that old? Damn, I gotta work out. Not even a thought in my parents' heads.
Damn.
Love that.
Young
Are
things.
you both y'all coming to the pub, Ronaldo, on Saturday?
Yeah, we're gonna be there.
Let's fucking go. It was pretty bad, says Hellbound Snorlax. Nah, it was a shit show. I'm gonna go into finding some of these stats regarding like the players and their passing. Y'all can take it away here.
Go ahead, Ronaldo.
I'll go. I was trying to be positive with Ugarte because I think when Ugarte and Casemiro play, we actually have good stats, surprisingly. However, not too encouraged and just thinking that, Leeds are missing some of their guys. We discussed it last night. They're missing Stach, the big strong arm guy in the midfield, Daniel James, Manchester Alum. He was not there. The big center back wasn't there. So we were feeling good about it. I thought Calvert-Lewin would be a problem. Turned out he was. He was fouling our guys and causing problems. Should have had 2 goals tonight. Some point blank saves from our Lamans. And absolute dog shit. Exactly what we were worried about. Us coming out flat, like we haven't played in 3 weeks. And they scored early. We couldn't clear the wall. We couldn't track wingers. We were leaving people hanging in the box. It was just terrible. It was shambolic. All of them should have been ashamed of themselves. My boy Lenny had a nightmare. It happens. It's gonna happen a lot more in his long career. He's gonna have a great career, but today was one of them days. He was pretty terrible. And no, I don't know, man. No real bright spots. I'm being bitter. The second half was way better, especially surprisingly after the red card. We played so much better, man. If you want to give some credit for that, and not to take away from our shit, but the referee decided to match it by being even more shit. The first goal that Leeds scored, Calvert-Lewin clearly fouled Lenny Euro. Probably was fucking dizzy, and that's why he had such a shit game. He got a fucking forearm in the back of his head or his jaw or whatever. Straight up. And the one when Lenny Euro decided to give him a yank and spank backers, fucking Licha got fouled. We have the thumbnail right here. You looking at me, Mike. You look at that thumbnail. What I look like? Look like Licha violating Calvert-Lewin. That's what it looked like.
It looked like me on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? The Licha part, that is.
Licha got fouled, but if you want to be a leader on this team, man, you can't be losing your fucking head like that, dog.
That's not losing his head.
You can't. That's losing his head, and he's gotten away with it so many times. The 2 or 3 times he decided to jump with 2 feet to tackle people, and he never got called a red card, yellow cards of those. I couldn't really.
You're not grabbing jersey when you grab a hair. Yeah. You're not grabbing. That ain't jersey. That's not a jersey.
But we know Licha has this streak in him.
Licha gets spicy. He gets picante.
Yeah,
he does.
I'm not happy about that at all.
Yeah, no, that was stupid.
Really rotten day at the office. And once again, man, we bottled the opportunity. We had an opportunity. 3
games. He got a violent misconduct. He's out the next 3 fucking games. And we're already Harry might get a it might be Euro and Haven next week.
Yep.
That is the softest violent misconduct play I've ever seen in my life.
It is.
I 100% agree. But
that shit was soft. It's
but when you see that they have to call it. Violent misconduct is violent. They don't fuck around with violent misconduct, even if it's fucking ticky tack.
You're looking at Calvert-Lewin foul too.
Well, that should have been a foul too, 100%. We haven't even touched that, but you can't put yourself in that position. You cannot put yourself in that position. You don't got goddamn jersey. We all know what hair and jersey feel like. It's not you. Come on.
Man. I think it's a little pussy from the ref too, because
it is.
I know you've seen the foul before. You should have just given 2 yellows.
It's in their rule book though. Specifically, hair pulling is in their rule book. So Licha shouldn't. You as a professional, you would think you want to know that, but
I don't think the
You
ref
know.
has any say when violent
The
misconduct.
ref didn't call it. It wasn't the ref that called it.
It was VAR, yeah,
called it.
100%,
VAR saw it.
100%.
The ref. If it was up to the ref, it would have kept going. The
They
ref
would have
was
kept
all right with it.
100%.
VAR
Because
forced the ref to make a call there, and
Yeah.
it was clear as day. It was clear as day. Listen, if that happens to who's one of our longer-haired players, Lenny Euro. If Lenny Euro gets pulled back on a thing like that, we would be fucking crying bloody murder. We'd be like, yo, he pulled his hair. What the fuck? Especially if it stops a significant play or a significant action or phase of play, we'd be screaming. First and foremost,
100%.
I am of the ball head variety, okay? So I don't have a dog in this fight, but I also believe that I don't care what you're doing. I used to play football. I used to wrestle, jiu-jitsu, all that shit. Don't pull nobody's fucking hair. Don't pull a man's hair. That's some pussy ass shit to do.
I see niggas have long hair hanging out their helmet, and niggas like, I'm tearing this shit out. You gonna have that long hair out there? I'm tearing this bitch ass hair. I see niggas get thrown down by their locks to a helmet. I don't know. We pulling that shit. We're gonna teach you about wearing the long ass hair. We're gonna teach you that.
This what happens when you play in 1975. You could pull hair.
Yeah.
See, we used to just give you that thumb knuckle in the back of the ribs defending, because it just looked like you were like marking him. But you could give him a couple of these, and you're not gonna win that motherfucker real quick.
I didn't respect it from when I saw it. There are a few things I didn't respect. I didn't like Cunha diving the way he did.
Yeah.
That
didn't
was
like
shit.
that. Brother, don't look for fouls. Play hard. You already split the defender. You already split them. Take that ball onto your right and move it. Make them foul you. Make it something. Didn't
Fair
like
play.
that.
The ref did call yellow for simulation on the other guy when Cunha went in 2 feet.
Yeah. He called it on Ampadu. Okay, cool on that. Ampadu, he called it on him. Shouts to him too. He was supposed to be something at Chelsea. He ended up going to Leeds and fucking being that. Just good for his career. But fuck him. They kept it consistent there. It's VAR who looked at it, but VAR was suspiciously blind on the goal to do that. But those two things are two different incidences, right? Yeah. And you can't give the ref is already having a fucked up game. You cannot give him an opportunity to step in or give VAR an opportunity to step in. You can't do that. There's so many. And that's why he didn't fight it. He was just like, what? He knew he was fucked up. You can't do that. Not at this stage of the game. But here's the sad part about the thing. We went down to 10, and it looked like we had a little bit more fight. It looked like we played a lot more cohesively because we couldn't stand to lose the ball. When we were okay, man for man, we were okay with losing the ball, playing 5 and 7 yard passes to each other, mishandling them, not paying attention, not talking to each other, not playing for the next man. And when you put Ugarte in the game, passing is out of the fucking question at that point. Now you only have one person to pass at that point, and you're not saying, Ugarte, don't attack with Casemiro. You're not saying, yo, Ugarte, stay back and you'll serve as the third center back. We're going to let one of the wing backs go forward. Ahmad was getting torn up on that right-hand side, getting back. He was getting fucking torn apart. It's not till Mazzari came off, because Mazzari was having an absolute fucking stinker. Mazzari comes off, and Dallo makes him look like he shouldn't play anymore. Dallo made him look like he shouldn't play. And Mbumo came on, had a little bit of instant impact shot on the goal. If he could have took it onto his left foot, I would have liked that a little. To his outside foot, I would have liked that a little better. But all in all, today, I know what people are going to say. Oh, people are going to be hyperbolic. They're going to say, oh, this shows that Carrick ain't the man. Look at the last 5 games. I've been saying from the beginning, let the season run out. We still have 6 games left in the season. Make a decision then. Nobody should be calling for anybody to be the manager right now. And nobody should be fucking saying who can't be the manager at this moment right now. It's still Carrick's job to lose, I will say. But the last 5 games have been fucking weird. It has been a little Ollie-ish. But it's been better than what we've had. So there you go.
Oh, shit. I was thinking that too. I saw, man, we rode that train so hard. And then
Let me read some comments. The real Greg B says Gregoire was a 1-game ban. He should be available. My thing is Gabriel has done much worse and gets away with it here. I agree with you, but fouls are on a case-by-case basis. It's going to be it's heavily interpreted differently per game, magnitude of game, referee style of play of how the game is going,
the VAR,
where we are and what part of the game we're at. All of those things have to be taken into accountability. Into account.
I don't think we've heard about Harry yet.
For that thumbnail. Listen, I did that on purpose. We look like we hadn't seen a football until today. We'll get into that. Alfonso Gomes, thank you for joining us. Says hi. Bruno getting the assist was the only silver lining, 100%. And yeah, so go ahead, Casey.
I don't think we've heard about Harry's ruling yet because remember they said he said something to the ref. So we still haven't gotten a ruling on if Harry's backing yet. So that's another disappointing thing. They're fucking around with that, still investigating Harry when we're like, we got games going on. They had 2 weeks to figure this shit out. Let's go. What's going on? Get your shit together. PGMLO, what the fuck you call? Let's get your shit together.
PGLOL.
God damn. Anyway, but thanks for the input. If it's been cleared, let us know because that's a big concerning thing right now. If we don't have Lecha and Harry, we're gonna go real young.
I want to give Lecha big props for that goal line clearance.
Yep,
that he had. That was that was a goal.
That was outstanding.
He didn't give up on it. I got to give him that. But then Lummins today was a little fucking weird today. Lummins was doing the Onana special today, passing the ball to guys that's under pressure with their backs turned. Why are you passing it short? The entire time you have been playing for us, you've been hoofing the shit. Hoofing it, getting it out. Today, all of our defenders in the box were acting like this was FIFA. They could take it down and they had time to take a touch. No, get that shit clear. For the second goal, people are screaming, Euro, da-da-da. No, clear that shit. Lecha, clear that. Restart the play. Let's get the ball down the pitch. We could defend down there away from our goal. This is simple. Why are y'all trying to string together passes against this lead side? Yeah, I know they're pressing. You want to hit them on the break fast, but you have the speed on the wings to reset and win a 50-50, losing aerial duels, losing ground duels, second to every ball that's coming. Yo, I said it. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I said it. I said I was afraid that this layoff will make us rusty, and I'm seeing a lot of people going against that. They're saying, oh, well, Leeds had time off too. They played 8 days ago. They were way more. Match sharpness is a real thing, and you only get match sharpness from playing in games. You don't get it from going to Ireland and hanging around and eating fucking haggis and shit.
Touring Guinness. We were running like we drank hot Guinness. We were running like we had gas. And like all this rust, we couldn't pass a fucking ball. I mean, all this time off the practice, we were giving away the ball all day today. It's like at least for like the last year or two, man, we on this Robin Hood streak where we just giving these bum ass teams all the points, and then we're gonna chrome up Chelsea or City or Arsenal. It's very fucking annoying. And like, why we have to play down to the team's quote unquote level?
And they were coming after us. That's the thing. They didn't have their key star guys. They were coming after us. They weren't backing off. They played for the entire game, even when they were up. Even when they were up, they were still relentless in the press. It looked at times before we went down to 10, it looked like they had more men on the pitch. That's how bad our passing was. They were everywhere. Even on recycles, they were everywhere. You got to get – I hate Leeds. Trust me, I hate Leeds. I hated the fact that their away support was so loud and they were so boisterous and they were so fucking behind it. And we sounded so empty in the spot. Now, I wasn't there, but if I go by the TV, it did not sound good in comparison. Number one. But number two, their players played up to it. Their players responded to that shit. They heard that shit and they treated it like a heavyweight fight. We treated it like a warm-up game, and we got treated like they should have won 4-2. They should have won 4-1. It should have been 4. Easily. And a couple of those was point blank in front of the goal. If Lamens didn't fucking stretch his arm out like this randomly, we would have been down 3 very early.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will say is, though, I still thought we had a chance to get a point late in the game. So I'll give them that. But it shouldn't take you guys getting punched in the mouth, getting punched in the eye to start playing. That's where I'm at with it. Let me read some comments here. Leeds up for it more than United. Carrick might have took too long with the stubs, way too long. This proves our depth is lacking. Yes, it does. 920 Mario says we need a whole new B team for next season, at least 5 new players at minimum. Yeah, we need to work. And we heard all about Ireland and how intense it was, and it looked like there was club men. Okay. Ireland was a vacation for them. These men came back from Ireland with proper tens and 0 ball knowledge. 100%. So I guess their first win at our yard since 1981 is crazy. Yeah. Insane. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know they hadn't won against us in a while, but 1981 is crazy.
45 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, because their ass been down in the championship for so goddamn long. Don't you? That plays into it too. Fuck Leeds. But they got us.
And with that win, they're about 6 points clear of it now?
Yeah.
So the only thing that helped or hurt was Tottenham. Tottenham, the only team in that little zone, I want to say, that didn't get a point.
Yep. They're in trouble. They are in trouble. And Cuti Romero is done for the year after that stink ass foul from Robbie. He Robbie couldn't get to the through ball and he pushed Romero into the keeper. And Romero sprained his knee or some shit. He might be okay for the World Cup, but yeah, he's not playing any more prem ball. So
damn.
He's trying to get that contract situated real quick. Hit the World Cup and get on with like a Villa next year.
He was in tears. So anyway,
we're gonna look ahead to our match with Chelsea. What changes you think should be made? What would you like to see for that game? We're not gonna go into a lineup yet, but what would you like to see different that you saw in this game here?
I'd like to see Harry available.
Start the game way better. Way more intense. Yeah, whatever intensity we heard about that Carrick and them had them going through in this camp, they should do the opposite of what the fuck they just did, because this start was horrendous. It was embarrassing. I've seen white flashes all over the field, and we weren't closing in on players. They were getting free crosses in. Everything that we saw against Leeds, I want to see the opposite in to start the match for the first goddamn 60 minutes.
String some passes together.
Today, yeah.
Goddamn. The fuck was that? Stop giving away the ball. It's like, you can't win if you keep giving away the ball. Straight up.
Every facet of the game we failed.
Too sloppy.
Every facet of the game we failed.
Has it changed you guys' mind about Carrick?
Not yet.
I mean,
it created some doubts, but it didn't change my mind. It created doubt.
My best. Yeah.
You forgot how we seen these players play under other managers.
Yeah, I think we new players.
This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do.
Demons, exactly.
This is what they do. I made a mistake of saying, I'm surprised none of y'all called me out on it. I said, going to this match, I expect to win. I don't know where I got that swag from. I don't know where I got that goddamn cocking from. I need to go back to
they hate watch this weekend. Had us fucking gassed up.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No. You watched Amorim for this long, and you saw a manager come in with no fucking, not a big resume of anything, not highly touted, none of that. You seen the manager come in and get a tune out of guys very early, beat some big sides, beat one of the best teams in Europe decisively. You saw all of those things happen, and that led you to believe, and I believed it too. I said 3-0 because they didn't, we had every reason to win that game. Every reason. They didn't have their guys. We had rest. Okay. We were missing a couple guys too, and that's what I think that I'm gonna give Carrick a little leeway on this one. You don't have Bobby Mainu. You don't have somebody to slow the game out, control the tempo, hold the ball, carry the ball.
Yeah.
That was missing today. You don't have Maguire and his composure and his defensive prowess to be able to
ham up Calvert-Lewin too.
To put people in and win aerial duels. That strength in the air. You didn't have that. And the passing. Licha coming back fresh off an injury and not playing for this amount of time. He had it the longest, and he was asked a tough task to do. So I will give him a bly for those little things there. But this Chelsea game, and I'm going to say this right now, this Chelsea game, if y'all rock up to Chelsea and fit and shit the bed and lose and then put us in a real jeopardy of losing our position in the Champions League, I will start thinking things, because this is where you earn your merit here. You have to earn it here in the games that matter with the pressure on. It was okay when we were like, we just want to win games. Now we're trying to lock down a spot. You got us this far. Finish the job.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's read some more. Saint Pentax says, that long layover had me feeling cozy. I forgot how quickly they could disappoint me.
That's a good one.
110%. 110%. Yes, hold on. We thought shit was sweet. We thought it was sweet. And Leeds said, "What? Yo, we fight for our lives here.
Yeah,
fighting for our lives." Carrick should have definitely had subs at the half. Yeah, I would have been okay with Ahmad coming off at the half. Not saying that I thought he was terrible, but like he was on toast.
Get him Bouma out there.
Get him Bouma out there earlier. Get him out there, because he had a couple instances where he was able to do some shit. I thought Šeško was there's a time when he gets the ball. My problem with Šeško, the decision making when the ball's at his feet. It's okay when he gets a ball in real quick and all you're asking him to do is point and fire. That's okay.
Yep.
If he has a little time, he can turn around, slap the ball as hard as he can, finish it, no problem. But when you ask Šeško to get onto a ball and make a decision, it's like two different fucking minds sometimes, too much. He's been a star for us as of late, no question. But I find that problematic in his game. When you ask him, you're about 40 yards out from the goal, you're running at the defender, I'd never feel confident with him having the ball. I want him to get it out from his feet. The minute he closes in on goal, it always looks fucking weird. And he has one where he just fluffs it.
Yeah.
He doesn't test the keeper at all and just fluffs it. I'm like, now he did have a couple of headers that were close. We would have been having a way different discussion if their keeper was on it. You got to give credit to their keeper. Your keeper was fucking on it. He had a few that were point blank that could have went anywhere. But Šeško's decision making, I wanted Šeško out. Take Šeško out, put in Bouma up at the 9. And then there'll be a different set of pace and power to deal with later on in the game. But we didn't do that.
I feel what you're saying. Those moments when those indecisive moments, it's a little bit too much finesse. Just clock that thing. Just clock it, and we'll figure it out later. Just clock it. You're in the box. Get some Zoltan in you.
Go get it.
I think he's too finesse right now.
Denali says, I started focusing back on work after seeing it 2-0. Rest is our worst enemy, our biggest op. And yeah, we read this one already. But yeah, 100%, bro. 100. Once I got to like the 89th minute, I was like, yeah, I don't know now. It was hard to watch, bro.
Yeah.
And when they went to go look at it for the hair pull, I just knew it was happening. I just knew what was happening. I knew what was on the cards there. And when it rains, it pours.
I don't get how he only made 2 substitutions, guys. What the fuck?
Who else?
Especially at the end. At the end of the game, close to the end, when we were chasing that goal, I think you have to throw Xerxes and Mount on. At least throw the big guy up there. We didn't do it. I lost track of it. I'm surprised we didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, if if your worst option is you're gonna lose anyway. Just go ahead and just
go for it.
Fucking Ugarte played 90 minutes. We're trying to tie the game. I'm taking him out and I'm putting Mount on.
There's absolutely no need for him to play 90.
Yeah. I'll put Mason Mount on. Because what was killing me too, and it was not even Bruno's fault, because like Bruno has to fucking conduct everything. He's the last man of defense trying to ping the ball around, man. It's like Bruno could score goals. You kind of want to like at the top of the box or something. At least if we had like another guy who could deliver a good pass, like Mount or somebody, and and those critical moments.
Maybe.
I think it's honest. It's easy to say that Carrick did not have them prepared, and I think he got it wrong a few times tactically in this game. And those are some concerns I have with Carrick right now. There was a lack of preparation, and you can blame. I really want to. Mikey said some good things. Losing Kobe the day before the match after you've been training with him for 2 weeks probably did fuck up some shit a lot. I mean, if Ugarte is your next choice, it really fucks up some shit. Kobe probably had our team tuned. Everything was pinging around, and then you lose them, and then you're like, oh God, it's Ugarte. So that's why I'm willing to give Carrick some grace, but technically his subs, sometimes you gotta look at it like, man, we're gonna lose anyway. Might as well just put all creative guys in there and let's see what we can get going. At least fight.
And cook.
But I don't know. I'm just disappointed.
I wanted to win today because the hate watch was so good. The hate watch was so good this weekend. Outside of Liverpool winning, the hate watch was tremendous. Chelsea,
top tier.
Top tier, right?
Top tier.
So that was one of the best hate watch weekends for a while, and we rounded it up without not fucking handling our business.
Yep.
920 Mario says,
Carrick
was playing around today. I can't lie, he got it wrong big time. What's wrong with Joshua? What's going with Joshua Zirks? They should have took off. They don't trust him. I feel like. I just feel like
he was warming up, but he didn't get put in. Yeah,
they don't know where to put him. I feel like
he stays warming up. He always warming up.
I would have put him in for Ugarte. Ugarte couldn't handle the press for shit today. Ugarte got manhandled whenever he had the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I would have put him. Anybody. We didn't really have any options. We missed Kobe.
Say Pentai says when they start string together calamities like what happened in this game, you already know what type of game it is. Yeah, it just went from bad to worse really fast. How was O'Brien's today? Did anyone go to O'Brien's?
Yeah. It was actually a decent turnout for a Monday. Barry was there, Mexican Mike, Logan, Gabe, Lee. My favorite bartender. I didn't say that out loud. Amani, obviously. Snorlax came through because she'd done with school for a minute or on break or in between classes. But pub was decent. And then there wasn't that many Leeds fans. Like, it wasn't clearly not like the weekend. But there was like no chanting from either side.
What?
No nothing. Just a bunch of pissed off United fans because we were weeping and moaning.
Yeah, we started early.
Yeah, weeping and moaning with the passing. Obviously, you're hearing Willie talking about get that C word out of here, get him off the pitch. Just like everyone was pissed.
Oh, Ugarte.
Yeah, like, definitely Ugarte for sure. But I feel like
Bad boys
on Cheshko today too.
Snorlax loved it. Sad boys everywhere.
Yep, Snorlax was in her element.
God damn.
Sad boys.
That's funny as hell.
Barry, like between Barry and because Barry and Willie on opposite ends of the bar, and you just hear their outbursts. Both of them Irish, and it's just like cussing, just like losing it.
That's what it is.
So yeah, it was rough because it was so nice to see everyone. It literally felt like New Year's. It's been so long that I've been to the pub, and then we put up that performance, and it's just like
that's the part that hurts. Is that it took? I was so ready for us to play today. I was so ready. That was the longest layoff in our history. To have 24 days between games is the longest we've ever gone without playing. And I was ready. I made the memes. I got people on TikTok. And as the game was going down, they're like, 2-1, mate, 2-1. And they're just writing me, hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Did pretty good on TikTok this week. I'm not going to lie. But, it just wasn't to be, man. We will say we will keep this at like 30 minutes. Anything else y'all want to add? Anything you want to leave us with? before we, because we got another one Friday. We'll be back Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. What's that? California time?
Noon, 12 noon.
Kickoff, 3 p.m. kickoff for us. Bro, that's gonna be a great day. I feel like I don't want to say too much. I want to hear what's happening during the week. Are we gonna have McGuire? Are we gonna Cobby gonna be all right to play this game? I feel like we need him if we're gonna beat this Chelsea side. This is a Chelsea side that's kind of so. Leeds had gone scoreless in like the last few games. They were saying, you know what I'm saying? This was a Leeds side that was there for the taking once again with the injuries, and then they're just how they've been playing. We shit the bed with this one. This Chelsea side we're dealing with the same thing. They're having an issue.
That comment down there, they just have a habit of disappointing us, and you know, like I have no zeal to predict what the fuck's gonna happen on Saturday, because everything pointed to us winning today, and they pulled that shit. So, I mean, I'm gonna back my side, but it's just very discouraging, man.
It is a bit of a momentum killer, especially when the last 5 games have been kind of just up and down for us. We kind of limped into this situation here, and now the worst part about it is the noise. The noise now it gets a little. Now we're starting to hear the saxophones a little bit. We're starting to hear.
If we lose to Chelsea, for sure.
The saxophones are playing very low. They're very low. We lose to Chelsea, they're gonna start. It's gonna start squealing.
Ratchet up. Yeah.
I just want to say, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for leaving comments, man. I said we're gonna keep this a short show. We're just gonna cry a little bit. Tottenham fans are big mad, but they gotta go for sure. But they gotta go. We'll see, man. You know what? I'm not even fit to mention other teams right now. I'm just gonna keep quiet, eat my food in the corner. You know what I'm saying? This week, they've humbled me. I'm gonna be quiet this time, and just because I was big laughing at everybody and giving it to everybody, and now I got my comeuppance. So, shouts to everybody for joining us tonight. 920 Mario, Snorlax, Greg B, Denali, you know what I'm saying? Everybody joining us. Thank you. See us again 9 p.m. Friday. We'll have something for you. We'll talk. You can join. We'll open the lines up so people can join. All I ask is that you have a good mic and that you actually come on the camera. So I have a good camera too. Don't use your McDonald's Wi-Fi and your iPhone 10. Come on with your good Wi-Fi, your good camera, your good microphone, and we will have you on the show for Friday. It'll be a longer show. Until next time, man, guys, love each other. Take care of each other. And don't fret. We'll be back. Don't give up on
good Wi-Fi. Don't front.
Just don't come on here with that shit. All right? Don't come on here with that shit. Yeah, don't give up on Carrot Cat, man. Let's keep believing in Carrot. Keep feeling good, and let's enjoy the rest of our week, man. Let's be safe and be productive, and back these fucking Reds, man. Even though they piss us off. Until next time, man. Love, respect, and up the fucking Reds. You know what it is, man. Y'all take care.